Hello, welcome back to my channel. I don't know what is going on with the Irish weather, but we are having some unseasonably sunny March weather and I am here for it. So I'm gonna have a potter in the garden today. I actually want to pot up my dahlias because I watched a video. Now the video is like a month ago. I don't even need to introduce the channel Garden Answer to you because you probably already follow Laura. I love her channel, just so full of knowledge. And she had a video on her channel. It's about a month old and it's about dahlias, and she was starting her dahlias in pots. And first of all, I bought loads of dahlias back in February. You've probably saw like that in my other videos, and they're sitting in the greenhouse, and I'm like, do you know what? I was checking the soil temperature, and the soil temperature average for the last 7 days, because I checked that agricultural report because I'm a farmer. No. It was 8 degrees. So I think dahlias, they don't like getting too cold. Obviously there's still like a risk of frost up until kind of like May around here. So while it probably wouldn't be a hard frost, Ireland, you just can't predict that with the weather. So I'm going to do exactly what she did, and I'm going to start. I have some recycled plastic pots that I was hanging on to, and I'm like, I'm going to start them in that, keep them in the greenhouse, and then I can plant them out around about May time into the cut flower bed that I have planned for them. Now, one thing, if you watch the video Laura did about her dahlias, she seems to have this like, it's like a rooting powder or something. I couldn't find it when I went to my my garden centre. To be honest, they seemed like they were restocking. They didn't have a lot of stuff. But I got some rooting powder. This I think is more for cuttings. But basically what she did was she had like a pot. She put her good compost in it and she mixed this in, or she sprinkled it on top. I don't know if it was this. This is organic rooting powder, growth supplement, can't talk, natural ingredients. Not everything needs this, but I did read that dahlias like a little something. Sprinkle the powder sparingly into the planting hole prior to repotting young plants. So the plan is, if we can get the dahlias started in the greenhouse, I need to give the greenhouse a little tidy. I planted some zinnias in a tray about a week ago, and they already got little like seedling things, so I need to do another tray of zinnias because I have another packet of them. My plan is, if the zinnias, I need to plant cosmos too. I think I lost the seed packet, but it's in there somewhere, I'll find it. Yeah, if I can get the zinnias and cosmos started and the dahlias started, then around about May, mid-May, I can pop them into the other 2 cut flower beds. And also I would like to grow tomatoes as well this year, and I forgot to buy the seeds when I was in the shop, but we got lots of time. Also, I had workmen in the house yesterday and my grass is looking like a bit unkempt. Like, there's not much to cut. I need to stop cutting the grass, the thing just be bald. But my grass is looking a bit untidy and it's looking a bit messy outside because they were like cutting wood and stuff and all the sawdust is in the grass. But let's just have a potter about, the usual. Would it be a garden video without my apron going on? I'm actually gardening in a cute dress today because it's hot. I don't have like little cute gardening dress. I need to get me some gardening dresses because it's actually quite warm today. People are always like, you're gardening in like white and cute dresses. I don't think my Crocs will actually match my dress, but you don't mind. But yeah, I do. I shouldn't, but I have a washing machine. So it's okay. Yeah, just wash machine and make sure you put all that the good vanish cleaner in it. noticed that I don't know if it's like I underestimate the weather, but the pear geraniums are getting scorched, and there's a couple of things getting scorched that were up the top. So I'm going to move them to the middle, where it's a little bit more shaded, because I can't put them outside yet because the frost will kill them. But yeah, I underestimated the pear lads up the top are getting way too much sun and heat, and they are going crispy. But I think I got to them to be rescued just in time. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to cut the grass, but cutting the grass is like hoovering the floor. Like, and tomorrow is Saturday, the day of rest, and I feel like I couldn't sit and have a tin in the garden with the dirty grass. I have noticed actually some of the grass seed that I put down a bit too early is actually starting to sprout. So I think the good weather, the bit of heat in the sun, has helped that. So I'm just going to tidy up around the flower beds and just kind of cut here and see if I can get some of that like sawdust stuff up. I feel like I didn't do too much today, although I didn't pot up all my dahlias because I realised my tubers were much bigger than the pots. So I have half experimented, so half of them I put in pots and the others I think I'm just going to put directly into the flower bed. We'll see how they grow. And then zinnias, God, I'm gonna be a zinnia farm. But yeah, I think I'll cut the grass and then have a well-earned cup of tea. Okay, sweaty head. Oh, the last of the evening sunshine. It's Friday as I'm recording this. You're getting this video on Sunday, and I've had a nice little pot around, but the clocks change, they go forward, and I thought the clocks changed everywhere. Sorry for if I'm keeping my voice down. I think my neighbours next door, they're like, who's she going to talk to? But I didn't realise that the clocks don't change for everywhere at the same time. So I think clocks, I don't want to confuse people if your clocks are not changing, but they do here. They go forward, which means brighter evenings. I love it. I am definitely not the depths of winter type person. So one thing I really need to do, and it's on the back of watching Gardener's World, and I did it last year and it definitely helped the plants, was I need to mulch. I need to mulch. But I think what I'm gonna do is I don't know, like roughly how much I'd need, and I think it's more economical for me to get like a big, not a ton. I seen somewhere that, and they did like a half-ton bag and get it like delivered, because I can't lift all of the bags. So I have my wheelbarrow, and I was like, if I can get like a half a ton of mulch and farmyard manure for here, because the soil is quite shite there, and I still have to do some planting in it, but just to try and improve the condition of what's there, I was going to mix in some farmyard manure, because I read that like it breaks down over time and will improve the condition of the soil. And also in the woodland area down the back, don't know if you can kind of see, if you remember last year in the woodland area, that soil wasn't great, and we put down lots of mulch and farmyard manure, and it's starting to kind of like improve. I've been reading up about my soil. Plants love poo. Chicken poo, farmyard poo, they love it. And I don't know where I read it, or if I was watching it on YouTube or something, but it was saying like healthy soil will give you the healthy plant. So yeah, I'm all about trying to improve the condition of the soil. I'm like feed it once and forget about it, where I'm like, no, I need to like continuously work on like conditioning it. So maybe that'll be a job for next week. Gardener's World is on tonight, so I'm like waiting for my jobs for the weekend. Oh, good tea. But yeah, and even like mulching pots. Like I've got hydrangeas in, there's the pigeons. I've got hydrangeas in 2 pots over there. Apparently you don't put farmyard manure on them. They don't like it. Anything ericaceous, is that the word? But you can put in like mulch on the pots, and it helps retain the moisture, because like with it being unusually warm this week, I say warm, like 16 degrees is warm for me. Yeah, with the sun kind of baking down on a couple of things, and I could feel like some of the pots like drying out, so some of the larger ones. So yeah, mulching is on my to-do list. So maybe next week we can mulch all of the borders and mulch the front garden as well. That was my potter in the garden this week. I'd love to know, what did you get up to, and did you plant anything? Do you have stuff on your windowsill? Last week I did the potatoes. Have you started chitting or doing any potatoes? I'd love to know what. Yeah, what are you getting up to? What are you growing? Or are you still just kind of like me, just going around and tidying and tweaking and just pottering? Also, actually this week, I don't know if you've noticed, there's lots more like spring bulbs starting to come up. So if you remember those first 2 flower beds, I planted hundreds of bulbs, and they're all starting to come up now, which is great to see, and it adds like a bit of colour, even if it is only green, to like the garden, which is great to see. So that is me. I'm gonna pop a card to my garden playlist if you want to check it out, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in Thursday's video.